Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep historical breakdowns of World War II military aviation. Today we are diving into the powerful world of U.S. attack aircraft and light bombers of World War II machines that shaped the tactical battlefield, supported infantry on the ground, smashed enemy supply lines, and delivered the pinpoint strikes that helped win the war. These aircraft were the unsung heroes of the U.S. Army Air Forces and the U.S. Navy, combining agility, firepower, and reliability to perform some of the most dangerous missions of the conflict. In this video, we will explore each major American attack aircraft and light bomber, describing their design, development, battlefield roles, combat history, and technical characteristics, creating a complete picture of how these aviation warriors changed the course of the war. WWII Havoc was one of the most versatile American light bombers and attack aircraft of the war. Designed as a fast twin-engine aircraft, the A-20 served as a light bomber, night intruder, and low-level attack platform. Its compact fuselage, high speed, and excellent handling allowed it to penetrate enemy airspace and deliver precision strikes against airfields, supply depots, bridges, and true concentrations. The A-20 featured a maximum speed of approximately 339 miles per hour, 546 kilometers per hour, powered by two Wright R-2600 twin Cyclone radial engines. It typically carried 2,000 pounds, 907 kilograms, of bombs internally, with additional external stores available for certain missions. Variants such as the A-20G introduced a solid nose packed with 6 to 8.50 caliber machine guns, transforming the aircraft into a devastating strafing platform capable of tearing through ground targets and even enemy aircraft. The A-20's ruggedness allowed it to withstand intense fire during low-altitude attacks, making it a favorite among air crews. In the Pacific, A-20s excelled in skip bombing and treetop-level strikes, while in Europe, they smashed German transport networks before and after D-Day. Its reliability, speed, and firepower made the A-20 a cornerstone of Allied tactical air power. Douglas A-24 Banshee, the U.S. Army Air Force's version of the Navy SBD Dauntless, was a dedicated dive bomber and attack aircraft. Although overshadowed by other platforms, the A-24 played an important role in early Pacific campaigns and in training U.S. pilots in dive bombing tactics. Its maximum speed was around 255 miles per hour, 410 kilometers per hour, powered by a Wright R-1820 Cyclone radial engine. The aircraft carried 1,000 to 1,500 pounds of bombs, with a single centerline bomb used for precision dive attacks. Its defensive armament consisted of two forward-firing .50 caliber guns and twin .30 caliber guns in the rear cockpit. The A-24's strength was accuracy. Trained crews could deliver near-pinpoint strikes on enemy positions, ships, or fortified locations. However, its slower speed and lack of self-sealing fuel tanks early in the war made it vulnerable in the Pacific, leading to heavy losses. Despite this, the A-24 contributed to ground attack operations in New Guinea and the Solomons, and later trained countless pilots who would go on to fly more advanced aircraft. As the Army's last dedicated dive bomber, it represents an important transition in U.S. tactical aviation philosophy. North American A-36 Apache, a dive bomber and ground attack variant of the P-51 Mustang, proved to be a highly effective and deadly low-altitude strike aircraft. Known for its distinctive retractable dive brakes, the A-36 was designed to deliver steep, controlled dive attacks without sacrificing speed or stability. Powered by an Allison V1710 engine, the A-36 reached a maximum speed of 365 miles per hour, 587 kilometers per hour. It carried 500 pounds or 1,000 pounds bombs under the wings and was armed with 6.50 caliber machine guns, making it an exceptionally dangerous attacker of enemy infantry, transport columns, and defensive positions. In the Mediterranean theater, 36 pilots flew thousands of sorties, often hitting enemy supply lines, armored columns, bunkers, and rail depots. Despite flying into intense anti-aircraft fire, A-36 crews developed a reputation for precision and aggressiveness. In Italy and North Africa, they played a decisive role in supporting Allied ground offensives. Though often overshadowed by the later P-51 Mustang fighter, the A-36 Apache earned a distinguished record of effectiveness during its relatively short service life. Douglas A-26 Invader, Introduced late in the war, was one of the fastest and most advanced American attack aircraft ever built during World War II. With its sleek design, powerful engines, and adaptable weapon configurations, the A-26 excelled as both a light bomber and ground attack platform. Powered by two Pratt & Whitney R-2800 double Wasp engines, the A-26 achieved a top speed of 355 miles per hour to 370 miles per hour, 570 to 595 kilometers per hour, depending on variant. The aircraft could carry an impressive 4,000 to 6,000 pounds of bombs, along with up to 14 forward-firing .50 caliber machine guns in some configurations, creating an overwhelming volume of firepower. Pilots praised the A-26 for its speed, durability, and responsiveness, while ground crews appreciated its relative ease of maintenance. In the European theater, it delivered precise bombardment against transportation hubs, fuel depots, and defensive positions. In the Pacific, its speed and armament made it ideal for low-altitude attacks against heavily defended Japanese positions. The A-26's post-war career extended into Korea, Vietnam, and even various Cold War conflicts, cementing it as one of the most successful attack aircraft in American history. Curtiss A-25 Shrike, the Army's counterpart to the Navy's B-2C Helldiver, saw limited combat use, but played an important role as a trainer and support aircraft. Derived from a carrier-capable dive bomber, the A-25 exhibited similar characteristics, but lacked the folding wings and tailhook of the naval version. Powered by a Wright R-2600 radial engine, the aircraft reached a top speed of approximately 295 miles per hour, 475 kilometers per hour. It carried up to 2,000 pounds of bombs, including a centerline dive bomb and wing ordnance, and was armed with two forward .50 caliber guns and twin .30 caliber guns for rear defense. Despite its decent performance, the A-25 entered service too late and lacked the ruggedness and versatility of other attack aircraft. Its large size and structural quirks limited its effectiveness for the fast-paced, low-altitude missions required in the Pacific. Many A-25s spent the war in training units, target tug squadrons, or support roles. Although not a frontline combat success, the A-25 contributed indirectly by preparing attack pilots and ensuring more capable aircraft could be deployed to the front. Vultee A-31/35 Vengeance, an American-built dive bomber used primarily by Allied nations, including the RAF and RAF, also played a role in U.S. operations. Designed specifically for steep, accurate dive bombing, A-35 featured dive brakes, a narrow fuselage, and a high-wing loading that stabilized the aircraft during dives. Its top speed was around 275 miles per hour, 443 kilometers per hour, powered by a Wright R-2600 engine. The Vengeance carried 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of bombs, usually including a single large centerline bomb. Armament consisted of 6.50 caliber guns in later versions. Although the U.S. never used it extensively in combat, the aircraft demonstrated exceptional accuracy in campaigns such as Burma, where its ability to strike heavily fortified Japanese positions proved invaluable. The Vengeance's contribution highlights the significance of specialized dive bombers in certain theaters where precision mattered more than speed or versatility. Douglas SBD Dauntless, though a Navy dive bomber, played a major operational role and deserves inclusion due to its enormous influence on close-air support and light bombing. Its top speed of 255 miles per hour, 410 kilometers per hour, and modest bomb load of 1,000 pounds were overshadowed by what really mattered: its staggering accuracy. The SBD destroyed more Japanese ships than any other Allied aircraft, including critical victories at Coral Sea, Midway, and Guadalcanal. With two fixed .50 caliber guns and twin .30 caliber defensive guns, the Dauntless combined defensive resilience with offensive focus. The SBD functioned not only as a naval strike aircraft but also a tactical bomber in support of ground forces, demonstrating the importance of precision dive bombing in the early Pacific War. Curtiss SB-2C Helldiver, the successor to the Dauntless, featured a higher top speed of 295 miles per hour, 475 kilometers per hour, a larger bomb load of 2,000 pounds, and folding wings for carrier operations. However, it suffered from difficult handling, inadequate stability, and mechanical issues early in service. Despite its problems, the Helldiver became an effective attack aircraft later in the war, especially in low-level bombing and close-air support roles against Japanese fortifications. armed with two wing-mounted 20mm cannons and defensive machine guns. The SB-2C delivered substantial firepower along with increased ordnance flexibility. While disliked by many pilots, it ultimately became one of the most heavily deployed U.S. naval attack aircraft of the conflict. Martin B-26 Marauder, although technically a medium bomber, frequently operated in a light strike and attack role, especially in low-level precision bombing against bridges, supply depots, and transport columns. With a blistering top speed of 315 miles per hour, 507 kilometers per hour, and powerful Pratt & Whitney R-2800 engines, the B-26 was fast, heavily armed, and capable of surviving substantial combat damage. Its bomb load of 4,000 pounds enabled it to strike both tactical and operational targets effectively. As the war progressed, B-26 crews became infamous for their precision, achieving some of the lowest loss rates of any U.S. bomber group. Northrop A-17, though obsolete by World War II, contributed to training and early war operations. With a speed of 220 miles per hour, 354 kilometers per hour, and a bomb load of 1,200 pounds, it served as an early example of American ideas about ground attack aviation, influencing later designs. Throughout the war, American attack aircraft played an essential role in destroying enemy logistics, disrupting reinforcements, and providing close-air support to ground troops. Their missions were often the most dangerous. Low altitudes, intense ground fire, and narrow attack windows demanded courage, accuracy, and aggressive flying. These aircraft supported infantry in the jungles of New Guinea, blasted German positions in Italy, strafed armored columns in France, attacked Japanese convoys in the Philippines, and cleared the skies and roads for advancing Allied forces worldwide. Their adaptability demonstrated the value of tactical air power, fast, flexible, and always available where it mattered most. As we look back at the contributions of the A-20 Havoc, A-24 Banshee, A-36 Apache, A-26 Invader, A-25 Shrike, Vengeance, Dauntless, Helldiver, and other platforms, we see the evolution of American air doctrine. The war proved that attack aircraft needed speed, firepower, and versatility, qualities embraced in post-war designs like the A-1 Skyraider and later the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The legacy of World War II light bombers and attack aircraft continues to influence modern air warfare, reminding us that sometimes the aircraft flying closest to the ground can be the ones that change the course of a campaign. Thank you for watching this detailed exploration of U.S. attack aircraft and light bombers of World War II. If you enjoyed this deep dive into military aviation history, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. New videos are coming soon, so stay tuned and keep your passion for aviation fly high.